think we can say from our testing today with an early game account, Doppelganger Natalia is a very good hero, not a good or she's a good first Transcendence hero, but not the best. The best are obviously a fight between Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok and Fairy Queen Vesa, depending on what you want to go with. Plus, she is a light hero, so building her is a lot more difficult to accomplish. However, the fact that she gives her little bright blessing, that little shield over her head, to the ally with the highest attack is really, really strong. And as you guys have seen, she's just like, she provides so much support to your overall main damage dealer that, number one, we were talking about maybe Eloise, maybe you don't go the route of Eloise anymore because maybe another hero would be better. But the fact is, you still need to get through things like Void Vortex, and the fact that you don't need to get Eloise's actives off because there's so many carries in that game mode, it gives you more flexibility to just run the Eloise and just stomp over them. And again, I think to this date, like, going for the Hyperspace Hunter Ilamok is the better option over the Eloise. Beyond that, though, Vesa, I think, is still better if you want to focus on PvE content where there are bosses, such as Broken Spaces. But I think what we really need to explore now is very difficult because, again, what I'm about to say has two light heroes in it. And they are the fact that she is a tenant for Doom Terminator Vulcan. So Doom Terminator Vulcan here has really hard tenants to build because essentially they're all light and dark heroes and her. The other downside is I really don't like the fact that we have G-Ster or Eos here for a third Transcendence hero. Although Eos does have some sort of abilities to drain energy after she dies, she doesn't need to live to necessarily be useful on the battlefield because even when she dies, she has that, Engulfing Sun or whatever, which is actually pretty solid. You can build Azrael here, which isn't that bad because there's not a big difference between these two tenants, except for Tussilago also has an attack skin if you really want to optimize it. And then in reality, you could build your first dark hero as a Mockman. G-Ster, man. This is the only slot I don't like. And again, the tenants to build and get a Doom Terminator Vulcan team going is going to be ridiculously difficult to do, mainly because of the amount of light food we have. One dark, I mean, you have to build him, which is a light hero. You have to build Natalia, which is a light hero, at a bare minimum to get this going. And then this slot's just like a big question mark. See, the reason why I say Aspen is still to this day the best first one, because even though they are dark heroes, actually, yeah, you know, now that we say that, literally there's only one non-dark tenant here besides Asmodel. Well, no, there's Scarlet Queen Halora, never mind. Technically there's two. You got Scarlet Queen Halora and you have Onkirimaru. You have two. The other two are basically light or dark. Is this possible? Because if it's there, so we got one here. I mean, it's a dark hero. I mean, it's not that different. But I guess the question is, do you think a Aspen, Lord of Fear Aspen, and a Scarlet Queen Halora combo is a better combo than a Doom Terminator Vulcan with an Natalia? Now, here's the thing. Doom Terminator Vulcan. So the reason why I think a lot of people, not only because of the tenants, they're really rough. It's hard to build him. But when we actually look at his hero and his tree, you need him. You need to fully sublime out his main active, and I feel like you need to sublime his fourth branch. However, subliming his third branch is very strong as well, because that's going to let you get to the weakness disclosure so much faster. I think what we're going to do for the sake of the community is we're going to take our basically dark team where we have our free-to-play account, which we have Mockman, Elena, Lord of Fear Aspen, and I think we might convert it to a light team and try out to see how Doom Terminator Vulcan would do with that hero, because she provides a lot of support to keep the team alive. Yeah, G-Ster, that would be the only other option we could say you could go for, because even though I don't like it, I mean, G-Ster is a forest hero. In reality, you're only forced to build one other light hero, a light, a shadow, a forest, and a dark. Are they the best tenants? Absolutely not. Are they tenants? Yes. The question is, what does G-ster provide for that type of team? The answer is not that much, at least not as a supporting role. Because he really doesn't give any buffs to his team, does he? He's mainly just a damage dealer. I guess he would be what you would use in Star Expedition on an early account, but that's like pales in comparison to a Lord of Fear Aspen. Yeah, because he doesn't actually give any type of buffs to his team. Except his core. Which, if you went this route, maybe that would be okay if you wanted to get a core on G-ster. Because, like, you could still use your Phoenix for the burn, and then he can poison, so then you're getting 30% damage bonus. You could build Eos, yeah, that's very true, but that's another light hero you'd have to try to build. Allies will release active attacks after releasing, dealing damage and burning. I mean, that's just additional hits for your Vulcan. If self is under mutation awakening status, detonates all layers of poison burning. I don't know. This could be really good. Ankirimaru is really good tenant. It is true. But yeah, so what do you guys think? I want to hear what you guys think about this. Technically, I think it's easier actually to build a Vulcan team compared to Lord of Fear Aspen now that we actually deep dive down and look at it, because there's one, you got to build him, which is 1, this one, that's 2, this one, that's 3, because you're going to want to go for the Elena, and then of course you have an Abyss and a Shadow, and Ankirimaru is the better tenant here anyway. So the difference is up here we now have Vulcan, 1 light hero, Natalia, 2 light heroes, and then after that you can build Forest, Dark, and Shadow with the Azrael. So it could be worth it, and I think it's definitely worth a test. You guys in chat think we should do it? I kind of think we should do it, because I think that would be absolutely amazing to see. We'll have to test it. It does open opportunities because of this new hero.